interesting fact. There is no case going on. In fact, it is basically we are in the development phase. So, being an advocate, you picked up the word case. It is not a legal case. In fact, it is something that we are still deliberating up after 2 years also, where we realize that MSO powers. You rightly use the word MSO. In fact, MSO's powers actually have increased.
Yes, sir.
And he's dictating terms, and the choice with the consumer has reduced, the choice of service providers has reduced, and thereby it has turned the wheel upside down actually. And if the wheel moves, it moves in circles. So we are actually moving in circles, right? So we've come to a situation where every house has a digital connection. Every house has a package, so to say, to choose from, something which can be called as a nutrition label for digital television. But every house has ended up paying more. Check up your place, the answer will be there with you. But today you're paying much more. I think I'll be brief on that.
Yeah, so I'll address a bunch of comments. So one was basically on this very important matter that the label should be understandable by the consumer, right? So it's about meaningful transparency, like Ramachandran said, right? So that's, that's very important. And again, it's not hard to get there. The point is that we can definitely develop indicators which bundle a bunch of quality of service parameters together. Because, I won't go into the details, but there are several, and there's consensus in the research community also that, okay, if you're browsing web pages, then to what extent is bandwidth important, to what extent is latency important, right? And there are well-established equations now which related to the opinion score which the users will end up getting. So I don't think it's actually, it's a very good feedback, so we'll act upon it, but I don't think it's challenging that we can take all these, large set of 15-20 parameters and actually condense it down to 2 or 3 basic like star tables. So like even, so yesterday in one of the meetings, we had this, somebody brought up this example that refrigerators now have that very simple star rating for energy. Internally, of course, it's more complex because that 3-star, 4-star or 5-star internally models many different indicators, electricity consumption, amount of cooling and peak to average ratios and everything, and we can do the same over here also. So maybe that can be one point that we can say that based on available data, we can of course do it on the app. But from a consumer education point of view, now that's where the challenge lies, that to how many people can we spread the app. And that's where the telcos become important. So the main reason for advocating labels would be that the telcos proactively start telling people about these labels and they start printing these labels. Because as consumer groups, as academics, I don't think we can counter the marketing outreach of Airtel or Vodafone or anybody, right? They already have tens of thousands of retail points. So the point is to leverage that availability. And what Asim also said was very interesting, right? That there can be many pathways to push labels forward. It can be through apps, it can be through telcos, it can possibly even be, just like we have NGOs like Satark Nagrik Sangathan and others who actually publish reports on MLAs in terms of attendance, and these reports come in newspapers. So I think as consumer groups, we can also think of, right? Based on available data, this is how providers are rated, and that can be done. And just very quickly going to Mr. Sharma's question, so those indicators which are missing are complex for consumers to understand. So
could you simplify them and tell us?
Speed
is already there, I told you.
Right, speed is there. So there are, so what I was explaining was that even if your device, in the wireless is, even if your device is stationary, because there are now multiple technologies, the same device can connect to 2G, it can also connect to 3G, and then the algorithm which they use is 3G can deteriorate to 2G. So these algorithms are very sensitive to some configuration parameters, because if they're not configured properly, then it can do a flip-flop between both of them. So that's the point, that in some measurements that we've done, we noticed a very significant amount of this flip-flopping even in stationary devices, and which can be controlled with just better configuration and more attention paid.
Thanks, Professor Seth. We will take it up a couple of questions, maybe they want to